I'm going to show you how to create a test on Aware so that you can see the data, see the different TEKs that you're being used, and compare them across the board and see where you need to focus your attention. So we are going to create a new blank test. You can make it title whatever you want. I'm going to say force, motion, and energy quick check. We're about in the middle of our unit, so I'm going to see where they are with this. I'm going to choose science. Our grade level is 5th grade. This is the way that you get the TEKs when you're choosing your questions on the test. You need to have the correct subject and grade level. You can change the values. I'm not going to change the values on here because it's the standard values, but if you want to change it, you can change it to whatever you want. If you want it to be more closely related to MAP or STAR, however you want to do it over here. It is a teacher test, and I'm going to add my course, which is 5th grade and science, and then I'm going to generate the test. Now, you can change this to active when you're done. You can change it at any point. You'll still be able to add things to it. So I'm going to add an item. So when you add a test question, you can add the standards here. So I actually pulled up the stars from the last couple of years, and I'm going to look at the 2019 release Science Star for 5th grade, and that's where I'm going to get my test questions from for this test. So I'm going to do some multiple choice so you can see what that looks like, and then I'm also going to do fill in the blank so that you can see how that looks and how you go back and grade that doing an online administration. So you can do a selected response where they do A, B, C, D, or F, G, H, J. Constructed response, that's where they type in their answer. A numerical response, and I'm not sure what a resource is, so I'm not going to choose that one. So down here, I actually am going to start with the first question I chose over here, which was 5.6C, question number 9. So my primary standard I'm going to choose is 5.6C. And when you look over here, this is the readiness standard. So I'm going to choose 5.6CR. And then if you look over here, you can see the process standard if you want to add that. I'm just going to keep the 5.6s because that is the TEK that I'm looking at this quarter for my unit. So I made a screenshot of the different questions that I need. So here is my first question. I'm going to insert that there. A lot of these have pictures, and so I like to insert the exact picture so that the kids, that went down there, hold on, you need to put it here, so that the kids can see the same type of images that they're going to see when they take test. Okay, so now it's on the test question. So I have the whole thing with the question and everything copied onto this image. So now all I'm going to have to do is add my responses. So to add my responses, I'm going to pull up the star. I'm going to go to question number 9 where I got this from. And I'm just going to type in the responses this way. This makes it really easy because you can put all of your answers and you already know which one's the right answer and which one is going to be the not right answer. And then you can add a response. And when you're done adding your responses, you can just choose which one is the correct answer. And okay, so now we will choose the right answer. And if we're not sure, we can just go back to question 9 and look and see that the right answer is A, which is saying that light and its reflections travel in straight lines. So we'll choose that, we'll click create, and then our question is right here. When we are done adding all of our questions, we can go here and we can say active, and then our test will be able to be given to the students. When you want to add another question, you just say add new item right here. I am not going to go through adding all of the questions, but I will go in and add an item that is a constructed response. You can kind of see what that looks like. So I am going to add my standard, which is going to be 5.6. And we'll go with 5.6A. And I'm going to click teacher graded because I want to grade this and see if they're right or wrong. Okay, and I'm going to say maximum score 1 because it makes it weird. So then here I'm going to say what is the difference between kinetic energy and potential energy? Because that is one of our big things that I want to make sure that the kids know. I'm going to bold my words that I want them to focus on. I think I'm going to say explain the difference between kinetic energy and potential energy, and then I'm going to create the question. So now this will be a constructed response, and I will show you in the next video how to grade those constructed responses.